Hey everybody, it's BWildcat2 here, back today with some more Madden Ultimate Team, and I've got a very special friend with me here today.
What is up, everybody? It's MauerMorneau09. You're going to be checking out a gameplay that I played against Wildcat. I believe it was in a live stream. Did end up winning that game, and we're going to be sharing our thoughts about Madden 13 so far this year and talking about Ultimate Team. So, Wildcat?
Yeah, one thing, guys, Mauer is one of my friends. He's been one of my friends ever since I started doing BWildcat2 channel, and he's been struggling trying to get some viewers himself. I mean, he's been having problems trying to get his channel going with his audio, and first he had to upgrade to HDPVR. So once this video is over, if you go subscribe to him, it will really help him out a lot, and he'll probably thank you in a video. So anyway, we're going to be talking about MUT in general today, and well, not MUT in general, but Madden in general, and kind of our thoughts as about when we're recording this commentary. It's been about a half a year since Madden NFL 13 has been released, and we kind of have, well, maybe not a biased opinion, but an unbiased opinion. The new game scent, if you will, has worn off from Madden NFL 13, and I really think that Mauer and I can analyze this in depth now that the new game scent, if you will, has worn off. So, Mauer, your thoughts on Madden NFL 13 thus far after half a year?
I definitely have mixed thoughts about it right at the moment. I do like the addition of the Infinity engine. I do think there needs to be some bugs that can be worked out definitely for next year. One thing I really don't like about this year is connected careers. I just have really not adjusted to it. I did like franchise better. I just like the whole, I guess, previous franchise. You don't really have the GM feeling anymore. You really can't edit. You couldn't edit your players the beginning part of the game. But what I do like is Madden Ultimate Team right now. I did not really play it last year. I haven't really ever played it. I started up a team. I'm not sure when this was. It might have been Madden 11, I think. Started a team up. I never really played. I just started playing this year. I actually just started playing about last month. I've already gotten my team up to about a 90 overall. I'd say that's a pretty good improvement for a guy like me. I mean, I have a Marshall Faulk Legend card, and I mean, I'm improving my team slowly. We'll see where it takes me, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with you. I had Madden 12. I didn't play MUT. I couldn't play MUT for reasons that I think most people already know. But if you don't, you could probably ask in the comments. I'll be more than happy to let you guys know about that. But I definitely have been enjoying MUT more than anything this year. I like the Infinity engine, but as what you were saying with the bugs, yes, I do think that there needs to be a fix. There are some funny moments that have been publicized on YouTube thanks to the Infinity engine and all the great guys, Nodus Fan, Mr. Hurricane, that have found them and posted them. I mean, but you have to cut them some slack. I mean, this is the first year of a new engine, and it's going to have bumps and bruises, and like most other things when you're just introducing them. And I agree with you on the Connected Careers mode. I really haven't had as much fun playing Connected Careers mode this year as I did with my Madden 12 franchise mode last year. I really liked franchise last year, and I know that because it is just a new mode in a new game, and you have to cut them some slack for the first year, like I just said. But I really think they need to make some improvements. I don't really like the tying together all the franchise and online franchise and superstar mode. But I mean, it is a new game, it was a new game. It is a new mode anyway. And as far as Madden Ultimate Team, I definitely have to think that Madden Ultimate Team has been the game mode that I've played the most. Excuse me. Either Madden Ultimate Team or the Madden Live Moments. I've played those more than I have online games or connected careers this year. So for Madden as purposes, you have to find a mode that's gonna it's gonna attract it's gonna attract people that want to play it. And this year it was MUT, definitely. I think that more people wanted to play Madden Ultimate Team than they wanted to play Connected Careers, which was their new mode. So
yeah, definitely Madden Ultimate Teams had an effect on other sports games. You've seen MLB The Show adapt their version with Diamond Dynasty. Same with NBA 2K, My Team. They haven't had the same success as Ultimate Team has, I'd say. I think My Team, this is its first year. Diamond Dynasty, and we'll be entering
definitely
second year for MLB 13. But, there's definitely always room for improvement in every game mode. We'll have to see what they do for Connected Careers next year. Hopefully they can make it a more enjoyable experience. Maybe try to shift it a little more back towards franchise mode. I'm not sure if they're just looking to go into a different direction now as technology advances, get different viewers to the game, not have so much of the hardcore Madden guys, get more people attracted to the game who weren't football fans before, a bigger audience, and I think if you expand your game modes, you definitely get a bigger crowd.
Yeah, definitely. They're appealing to, as my marketing teacher would say, they're appealing to a new demographic, if you will. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I will live with that. But anyway, yeah, definitely. They need to make some improvements, though. Because if you lose the hardcore gamer support, then you're not going to get the new and the people that have not played football games before. What you have to do is you have to build around the hardcore gamers and then branch out to the ones that you're trying to reel into hardcore gamer Madden players. But we'll have to see how they will improve the mode, and hopefully it'll be better for Madden NFL 25. And speaking of that, Mauer, it's the 25th anniversary of Madden NFL, and they handled it the wrong way. Would you agree? Do you think they should have, A, released the game as Madden NFL 14 with a sticker or something on it saying Collector's Edition 25th Anniversary, or B, do you think they did the right thing by changing name to Madden NFL 25? What are your thoughts?
Well, I would definitely say they weren't thinking, I guess, terms of past 2025, I guess, but I think what they could have done was named it Madden 14 and maybe had like a subtitle like Special 25th Year Anniversary Game. I've been playing Madden for 8 years. I love the game, but I guess them calling it that probably wasn't the greatest idea. Who knows, maybe Madden won't be around in 2025, but who knows, maybe 2K has it by then. I don't know. I don't think they were planning ahead there. I'm not sure what to say about that, but definitely you gotta honor certain things. Madden's had a great run as far as football's viewpoint, I guess if you want to call it, but we'll have to see what happens when 2025 comes around and they're looking for a name for it.
Yeah, they definitely did not plan for the long term of this franchise by calling it Madden NFL 25, and who knows, they may not even have the EA, or they may not have the NFL license by then. People have been saying for years that EA is not going to get their contract renewed, and they're going to get their contract renewed, but they're going to extend it to have 2K make a football game again. And who knows? I mean, the last time 2K made a football game that was NFL was ESPN NFL 2K5, and that was almost 8-9 years ago now.
Yeah,
so yeah, definitely things have changed, and people are tired of just having Madden and just having a roster update, it seemed, for years, which is in the past couple years they've added some new modes and tried to make it appeal to the hardcore gamers who have said, oh, it's just the same game with a roster update. Well, there you go. I mean, they've expanded with new modes, with Madden Ultimate Team, and then this year changing the franchise and Superstar to Connected Career. But they definitely don't have they didn't plan for long term on definitely by changing the name. I would have gone with Madden NFL 14 and then had like a sticker or something like they did back for Madden '09 with the 20th anniversary. But that's just me. And I don't think there's a right or wrong answer on this subject because we obviously can't control what happened and why they changed it and all that. So
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, if I may, this may be a little off topic, but just going back in Madden's history, it seemed like that the older Maddens were a much better football game. I can't really give you a reason. I think it was back on like the regular Xbox and PlayStation 2. They had a much better, I guess, just all around feel of the game. I felt like it flowed much better. The graphics might have been not so great, but I mean, it felt like there was a better flow to the game. And you went on franchise mode. You had like the radio show. I thought that was kind of cool. And
definitely, yeah. I put in Madden NFL '07. I played that for my PS2 last weekend or some time ago, and I started up a franchise just to see what it was like. And the Chris Berman, excuse me, the radio show with Tony
Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno. There we go. Thank you. I thought that it was pretty cool. I mean, for a PS2 game, it made you feel like it was ahead of its time. The way how in depth the game, the mode at least was. But I mean, who cares about the graphics? I'd rather have a more advanced mode than I would better graphics. I mean, that's just my opinion. But I've been saying for a while that I think that Madden '07 on the last generation was better than Madden '07 on this generation of consoles. So I can agree with you there. I think you said it in a live stream that these older games had more of a realistic feel to them than the newer games, and I can agree with you there. So
yeah, well, I got to just go ahead and say I think Madden's becoming too much of an arcade game. It's not really about that realistic football feeling anymore. I mean, I was playing Madden '06 probably 2 weeks ago. I went and played a game, and it just felt so much more smoother. I think even some of the player animations just felt a lot more smoother. I mean, the graphics weren't better, but the game flowed better. I mean, presentation definitely was what you would expect for, I think it was 2005 that Madden '06 came out.
Yeah.
And then going to I looked at Superstar mode. I remember when you used to be able to do the IQ test, and you could audition for movie roles, and you could get a apartment. You'd work your way up to a loft and then a mansion. It's like 2K basketball. They gave you a really more look into your player's life. That's how Madden used to be, and it's kind of gotten away from that. I remember my first PS3 Madden game was Madden '09. I remember I'd originally bought it for PS2, and right off the bat when I got it for PS3, I noticed a huge difference in how it was more just football related. It wasn't more about like drawing people into off the field stuff. And I remember the older Maddens for franchise mode, you could do like training camp. The guys would be wearing shorts and practice jerseys and helmets, and I thought that was what one of the really cool things was.
Definitely.
One of the cool things was.
Definitely. Talking about playing all these old games, going back to NFL 2K5, they're just, and Madden '07 too. They really, for games that lacked in graphics and lacked in like the visual quality, they made up for it in the game itself. Like they just did a fantastic job with those games, and we haven't seen anything like them before. I mean, they haven't really come back to how they once were, and I understand that you have to say that
change, I guess.
Well, yeah, and what I was gonna say was that these games that were made, ESPN NFL 2K5, Madden '07, they were made near what was considered the end of that era, like when the PS2 was about to become irrelevant and the PS3 and Xbox 360 were being released. And you have to think Well, if that's the case, like these great games were made at near the end of the console's lifetime, you have to think, well, why aren't they making these great games for the end of this console's lifetime? I mean, we're almost to the new generation of consoles again, and we haven't seen anything like what we had at the end of last generation. It's mind-boggling to ask yourself, why haven't we gone back to the ways of our past when, I mean, we were much better in the past and we didn't have as much to use back then.
Well, it might just be all about limitations. I mean, maybe when you sacrifice better graphics, you have to take out a few other key aspects that'll make the game run more smoothly. I'm not sure I'm not sure what the limitations are.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, we're not game developers by far, but you would think that we would find a way. And with these new consoles coming out, maybe there will be a way for the smoothness and the presentation, so like they won't have to cut as much from the game itself just for the graphics, if that makes any sense.
Well, I think definitely, hopefully for next generation, they make sports games more interactive. Don't make it just all about football. Try to do off-field stuff like the older games were. It definitely affects the crowd that buys a game. I mean, there are certain people who just won't buy a new sports game simply because they think it's a roster update and nothing more to it.
Yeah, definitely. Like what 2K has done this year, they think this is the closest we've gotten to with the off-field stuff was NBA 2K, and I mean, you have to think that hopefully maybe we'll be able to see this one day soon, but you never know. I mean, if they want to get the hardcore gamer side, then they need to do stuff like this again. And I think that's pretty much it. So, Mauer, you got any final words or anything?
I have to say I have mixed thoughts about Madden. I can say I like it. I love to play Madden Ultimate Team. I definitely like to whoop your ass when we play, but I mean, I can play it, I'll tell you that. I like to play it. I've played it since Madden 06 when I got it for Christmas that year. I'll never forget it. I mean, I'm probably going to keep playing Madden just because it's something that keeps me interested. It's a game I can play till the next MLB game comes out and so on. But you know what? I think this year was about Madden Ultimate Team. Hopefully next year it's about improved Infinity Engine and hopefully an improved Connected Careers mode, but I think you can somewhat improve on Madden Ultimate Team, but it's definitely going in the right direction as far as a fantasy type game.
Yeah, I mean, we can make another video just talking about what we'd want for all that, but we just don't have the time. But yeah, I agree. Positives and negatives for this year's release of Madden. So I want to thank Mauer for agreeing to do this dual comm, or well, I guess Mauer should be thanking me, but it doesn't matter either way.
Yeah, thank you for letting me voice my opinions on your channel.
Yeah, no problem, man. If you guys have any different thoughts or anything, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to get back to you, as many of you guys as I can, about these topics. I mean, if you agree, I'd love to hear it. If you disagree, I'd love to hear it. Just choose your language wisely. But anyway, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks again to Mauer, and come back for whatever I've got for you in store next time. I'm B Wildcat 2, and I thank you guys for watching. Peace.